Miss Amelia at the library, and today Miss Jen is going to help us with DIY henna. So we're going to do henna art that you probably already have the materials to do at home, or if not, they're really cheap materials that you can pick up at like the dollar store. So, Miss Jen, are you ready for henna art?
I'm ready.
Okay, so the supplies that we're going to be using today are a marker, okay, to initially do your design in case you change your mind about your design, or you want to wash it off and redo your design right away, because the henna art that we're doing today uses food coloring and it will stay on your skin for 1 to 2 weeks. So we want to make sure that we have a design that we definitely want on our skin for that long. So we have a marker. I have a plastic bag that we're going to use. I have a spoon to mix our henna paste with, some napkins, baby powder, food coloring, scissors, a tablespoon. I have some water in here. This is 1 tablespoon of water. And I also have this little eyedropper. Now, this isn't necessary for this activity. We're gonna do this with the plastic bag, but if you have something like this at home, or even like a toothpick that you can do intricate designs with, go ahead and use that, because I think you'll be happier with that design at the end. All right, so Miss Jen has chosen red for her design. So I'm going to draw my design ahead of time. Is this hand okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you stop by the library within the next 2 weeks, ask Miss Jen to see her hand. All right.
In like the next week, because we're recording this ahead of time.
All right, so can you lay your hand flat for me? And you probably want to do this with a partner, that way you can have one person draw. But if you're a really good artist, you can probably do this on your own too.
Oh yeah, Amelia could have just done this on her own hand.
But it's your hand. All right, so I'm just gonna do...
I also have no idea what she's drawing.
It's going to be a happy design.
Okay.
And I've chosen to do red, use a red marker, because she has picked a red food coloring and it will cover up the marker really well.
Oh, it's a flower.
And you can Google easy henna designs online, and it'll give you some ideas to work with. All right, let's see here. I'm just kind of going with it.
You making this up?
Yep.
Is it a flower?
It will be. Something like a flower.
Now she's drawing some triangles.
Now, does this tickle?
No.
Okay. And it doesn't hurt, right?
I don't know. What kind of pen are you using?
I'm using a felt tip marker.
So it's kind of like a temporary tattoo.
It is like a temporary tattoo.
This is getting to be a big tattoo.
Okay, we'll stop after this so it's not too like super long.
Making some little swirlies.
All right. So it's not very symmetrical, but that's okay. All right. So this is what it looks like as of right now. And now we're going to mix together our henna paste. So you can make as much henna paste as you want at a time, but it's very important that you keep the amount of water that you use and the amount of baby powder that you use equal. So I have 1 tablespoon of water and 1 tablespoon of baby powder that I'm mixing together. And after I mix it together, it should make a paste that is the consistency of pudding. So if it's too liquidy, you can add more baby powder to it. And if it's too thick, you can add more water to it. So it looks like I'm gonna need to add more baby powder to this. Okay, we're just gonna see what happens here. So the consistency of pudding is what we're going for. And I don't have it together just yet, so I'm gonna keep adding more.
Well, stuff on the spoon looks really thick.
Yeah, it does. I think it's just clumped together. Mm-hmm.
Probably easier if you get a bigger bowl to stir it in.
Probably.
Amelia was very stubborn when I suggested
Well, for presentation purposes, this was going to be a cute little dish of your henna paste, but yes, use a bigger bowl because...
Yeah, it looks like we're having to add a lot more baking powder to make it thick. Just keep adding.
Yeah, and keep adding. And after we add enough baby powder to our mixture to get it that pudding consistency, we'll add our food coloring. So Miss Jen, can you go ahead and get our red food coloring out?
Yes. Oh, I was gonna say, I should have thought about mixing the colors and doing purple.
Ooh, purple would have been pretty.
But I already have red markers, so we'll stick with red. But you can mix red and blue and get purple, or you can also mix red and yellow and get orange. That looks kind of similar to what the real henna. It's kind of a brownish color. All right, how's it going? We're adding a lot of baby powder.
A lot of baby powder because we
Looks
want it
like
to be
it's
nice
getting
and thick.
thick.
It is. Yeah, that's more the consistency we want. It's more of like a pudding type mixture. So it's nice and thick. Do we think that's good? I think we should add some more.
I think that's good.
All right, we're gonna give this a try. This is Miss Jen's hand, so if she's walking around with a crazy looking tattoo for the next week or so.
And as you guys know from watching our videos, it's usually an experiment for us too, so we'll see how this goes. You guys might find a better henna technique that you can tell us about, but that looks really pretty.
It's very red. Okay. So I'm going to take my henna mixture and I'm going to pour it into my bag. Thank you. There it is. If it wasn't already mixed together really well, it's definitely mixed now. All right. And with our plastic bag, we're gonna make our piping bag. So this is like if you were making cookies with icing at home. We're gonna use our bag.
I don't know, let me see the consistency. Is it very liquidy?
Should we add some more to
Maybe
it?
we should add some.
Let's add some more in the bag.
When in doubt, add more baby powder. Oh my goodness.
Let's see what happens. Because it should be like a thick mixture.
Oh, now it's really thick. Don't worry, stick with us.
Mixing.
I think that took it over the top. We're gonna have to go get more water now.
I need to get some more water.
Okay, stand by, stand by. No, we don't have to pause it.
Okay.
I'll just, what can I tell you about? Let's see, next week we have 2 different take and make bags to choose from. So we will have melted crayon butterflies that kids, that's gonna be our kids demo, so that'll be on Wednesday. And then for teens, we're gonna do a little STEM project. We're going to make cloud clay. So come by next Monday through Saturday and choose between those two options for your take and make bag. This is also our last week of summer learning, so you will be finishing up your final bookmarks. You can also bring those back next week. Make sure you turn them in by the 22nd. We're going to do all the awesome grand prize drawings on the 24th. All right, do we finally have the right consistency?
I think so.
All right, so just keep mixing water and baby powder until you get, yeah, that feels good.
It's more of like a, not really Play-Doh. You can see it's kind of drippy in the bag. So it's just like pudding. All right, now, when we put this on Miss Jen's hand, she's gonna wanna let it dry. And if it starts to run a little bit, that is okay. But after it dries, then she can wash her hand off, but not rub too hard because then your design might smear. But we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna test out. I've just cut the tip of the bag here. So I'm gonna test out and see what we've got.
Cool, that worked well.
So it gives us a little line here. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Whew.
Maybe I'm gonna take off my Fitbit.
Okay, here we go.
It's kind of like she's just icing a cake. My hand's the cake. It's all right.
All right. So I'm just gonna go right around here.
So if you get a little extra on your hand, you can just fill in some of the shapes. So she kind of filled in the middle of the flower. And we're just going around the outside. I feel like I'm gonna have to leave my hand to dry for a while. We'll see. It'll be really cool if it stays for a week or two though.
Maybe. All right.
I wonder if you could use, if you had like a cupcake decorating kit, if you could use those little things to make it more precise.
Mm-hmm.
And you could also use a little dropper, which I feel like we had those in a take and make kit or something earlier this year.
I think so too. So you may have a dropper at home, a little tiny one. I'm finding that dots are easy to do, lines are easy to do, so I wouldn't go too intricate with this unless you've got something really precise. But we're gonna let Miss Jen's hand dry and then see what it looks like.
All right, we'll include a photo after this video to show you guys my henna hand. So good luck.
Good luck, guys.